Deshawn says Amy's too wild during whooping.
Why can't she be like other girls with the oohs and ahs?
No, if you have such a problem with it, why are you still sleeping with me?
But his blind date
You really like the fake hair, the fake eyes, the fake hair.
was far from tame.
She was telling me how much, she enjoys sex, and I was like, damn.
Meanwhile, Amy's date nurtured her nature.
We kind of talked about if she was into kinky sex.
Now, can she add flavor to his bedroom behavior?
Seems like he's a little boring in bed.
Or will they have a change of heart?
Welcome to Change of Heart. Our couple today, they met 7 months ago when she was riding a tram and saw him riding his bicycle. She yelled, "Hey, cute guy, come here." Well, he put the pedal to the metal, chased down the tram, and she's been giving him the ride of his life ever since. Please give it up for Amy Ardenia and Deshawn Arsenault. Welcome to the show. Arsenault. Well, Amy, obviously his looks were what first got your attention. What's kept your attention since then?
Our personalities really click together, and he's a really funny guy, and he's always concerned about my feelings. And so when I'm down, he's always right there to pick me right back up.
Very important. All right. And Deshawn, what keeps you hopping on her tram?
She's a beautiful girl. She has aspirations. She has a nice heart, and I enjoy being with her.
Very nice. Now, Deshawn, I want to actually take a little left turn here, because when you guys first came in for your Change of Heart interview, you said that Amy reminded you of a certain animal in the bedroom. Let's see what animal that was.
Yeah, like she sounded like an ape.
I do not!
She sounded
What are
like
you
an
talking
ape.
about?
That's all she does all the time.
No.
I'm thinking I'm in the LA Zoo or something.
Now, Deshawn, what bothers you about those ape sounds?
I cannot concentrate.
No, that's ball.
It
That's
makes
ball.
me laugh. Why can't she be like other girls with the oohs and ahs?
No, he's exaggerating.
It annoys me,
No, he's exaggerating. I do not sound like a gorilla, and I do ooh and ah. And if he had such a problem with it, why are you still sleeping with me, Sean?
What is this? Okay, what is this? What's that? What is that?
Something's going on.
No.
Now, Amy, what about Deshawn's kissing technique? How's that for you?
Well, basically, he suffocates me with his big lips.
What do you mean? No, that's not right.
No, man, he gets really too close to my face, and I can't breathe, and he's like slobbery everywhere. It's just like,
Oh my
back
God!
up.
Hold on.
No.
She jams her tongue down my throat.
I do
I have to actually show her how to kiss.
He doesn't show me anything.
It's two of you going at it, I'm telling you. Now, Deshawn, what about Amy when it comes time to communicate feelings to one another? What's that like?
She's a first grader.
First grader?
She is a
I'm a
first grader.
first
What do you mean?
grader.
She does not know
Why are
how
you
to.
with the first grader?
She does not know how to express her feelings.
No.
She draws pictures, like she draws pictures like.
Yeah,
to express her
well,
feelings.
here's one of the pictures you're talking about.
What is
No,
this?
that just shows my
sunburst?
feelings for him.
A sunburst? What? A flower? What,
Something? I
what
don't
does it
know.
mean?
No.
What does that mean?
No, obviously I'm showing that I'm putting time and effort into something that I'm enjoying doing.
That you're
What does it
creating.
mean? I don't
Artistic.
understand.
She's being artistic.
Yes,
What does
I
it
am
mean, though?
artistic, and plus, what does it mean? Obviously, I'm caring for you if I'm taking the time and energy to make something for you. And you know what? I do tell him how I feel.
Now, wait a minute, because Deshawn says that you don't talk to him, but Deshawn, you also said that she talks to herself. What's that about?
What?
She talks to herself. She looks in the mirror. She says, "Oh, I'm tight. I look good.
I do not.
This girl, she is conceited. She also.
You're conceited. You're like, oh, I'm a Don Peaks. All the time. She's like, you're
She
glad to be
does,
with
no.
me.
She dances in the mirror. She does sexy moves like before she goes out. You know what I'm saying? Like
She's getting
what
all
is that?
tuned up. I don't know.
Trying to get ready, man. For
Oh,
what?
okay.
Now, Amy, do you have problems where Deshawn takes you on dates when you guys actually do go out?
Well, actually, he'd only want to take me out to places where he could get in for free.
Oh, really? Always scamming to get in free?
Get out of here.
No,
Get outta
for
here.
example.
The only places that he takes me are the movies, and the only reason why we go there is because he has friends that go there. And if I want to eat something,
No.
He always has
no.
these scams. He has like hookups at like little food restaurants or whatever. First of all, he
It's
goes
not
up
like
to the
that.
person. No, he puts on his smile. He's like, oh, flirts with the girls.
Next you know, he's got free bags of
That is
food.
wrong.
No, he's like, oh, can you hook me up, please? He
I
flirts
don't
in
beg. She
front
make
of
it seem
in
like I
front of me.
beg. I do not beg. I do not beg.
Whatever. Anyways, just be a real man and pay the money instead of doing like doing the little scams.
The audience is with her on that one. Now, Deshawn, tell me why you came here today. What's up with that?
Well, I'm Amy's first boyfriend. It could be puppy love, and I just want to know if this is a real thing.
Yeah. Okay, so you're here to test the waters. That makes sense. Well, Deshawn says that Amy's like an ape in the bedroom, but what animal does his date act like between the sheets?
Since she told me at the theme park that she enjoys sex, I'll probably say a rabbit because she's a nympho.
Deshawn and Amy. Now, Deshawn says communicating with Amy is like trying to teach a first grader, and sleeping with her is like a visit to the zoo. So we found a babe who communicates like a Harvard grad, and in the bedroom, wow, she's just rad. Let's throw it out there for Bridget Granberry. Hi, Bridget. Good to see you. Bridget, what's with this big giant Scooby-Doo back here behind the couch?
This is Scooby-Doo that Sean won me.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You guys were on? Okay, we're going to hear more about that in just a second here. Now, Deshawn, I understand that you noticed some similarity between the two ladies in that very first conversation with Bridget. What was it?
They're both conceited.
Conceited?
When I first called Bridget, she was like, "Oh, I'm a dime piece. I look like Tyra Banks."
Well, what can you say?
And you're like, "Here we go again."
Yeah.
You do not look like Tyra Banks, that's for sure.
Okay. Sean, were you disappointed?
Well, yeah, Deshawn.
No.
Thank you.
I was very pleased.
You liked what you saw when she showed up?
Really?
How'd she look?
Oh, really? You really like the fake hair, the fake eyes, the fake everything?
I think so. That's good.
Deshawn, how was she looking?
She was hot. You know, she came out. She had her hair done. She had a little pedal pushers on. Nice little top. Mm-hmm. She was sexy.
Good. And Bridget, I understand you were a little concerned about him as well. Why is that?
Well, obviously, it's a blind date. I didn't know if he was going to come out looking like a dweeber, but I opened the door. Sean was looking good. He has a cute little face and everything. He was looking good.
So you were happy then?
I was happy.
Okay. Now, Deshawn, I understand that you were actually on the way to the amusement park, but you got a little lost. How'd you get back on track then?
Well, what happened was we stopped at these people's house. It was because we wanted directions, and so they called us over for dinner, and they gave us a piece of pig skin with a nipple on it. And I was like,
There
what
you
is
go,
that?
she's trying to get free food again.
Wait, you say these people? Yeah, but wait a minute. Free food, yeah, but who are these people?
They're Hispanics.
Did you know them?
No, we didn't. We see, our purpose was to get directions.
Oh.
And they just invited us to
come on in.
Yeah, come on in.
We got pigs with nipples or something. So, Bridget, you're at a stranger's barbecue hanging out with this guy. What the heck are you thinking then?
Well, you know what? I mean, it was a situation we were thrown into. We had fun with it. It was spontaneous. I'm sitting here, we're eating nipples. We just made it a good time. And it was all good.
Uh-huh. Wow. Bridget, I know Amy said that Deshawn flirts a lot to get free hookups. What about the amusement park? Did he work his charm?
Well, we were actually at the amusement park. I did notice Deshawn, try to kind of smile at one of the attendants and get us to the front of the line. But, I figure if you can get away with it, why not? You should just be happy.
If it works.
Why not? But it's disrespectful when he's flirting in front of me.
She appreciates what
I mean, if no
do.
one's flirting with you, it's okay. Let him go ahead and do what he has to
You
do.
make up for it. Now, Deshawn, whose idea was it to go for the big Scooby-Doo prize?
It was Bridget's idea. This girl, she's just demanding. She was like, "Oh, I want this and I want that." But it was okay, So
Seems
I
like a
purchased
little gold
about 50 rings for the ring toss, and I actually won her the animal.
And you finally
won her the
Yeah, that's
animal.
a pretty expensive Scooby-Doo then.
Yeah.
Now, Deshawn, we know that Amy acts kind of ape-like in the bedroom, is what you were saying earlier. Did you get a sense of what Bridget might be like? What kind of animal?
I'll probably say a rabbit because she's a nympho.
Why you say that?
She was telling me how much, she enjoys sex and everything, and I was like, damn.
Well, can you blame me? I mean, hey. If you weren't having sex with an ape, you might enjoy it too.
Right.
I am not an ape. No, that is so.
So, Bridget, did you get some other souvenirs at the park?
Yeah, we actually had a caricature made. I thought it was going to be out.
We actually have a take a look here. There it is. There's your caricatures. Oh, look at the two of you together.
Yeah, you can see. You can see Sean is holding on tight to that money, though.
You
I'll
know
give her
that.
one.
Okay. Now, Deshawn, what about the date at this point? How was it working for you?
The day was pretty cool. I'll say it'll be about a 10. Bridget, she knows how to have a real good time, and without Amy, she just complains a lot. That's all.
So a 10, that's a pretty good score. Now, Bridget, anything though that happened on the date that wasn't really all that fun?
Well, towards our date wasn't coming to a close. Maybe she was having a bad time. His pager was blowing up, and that was kind of annoying. Putting a damper on my mood.
It just kept going off?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Deshawn, does Amy always keep tabs on you like that?
Yeah, she's a stalker. She pays me. pages me about 5 to 8 times a day. Talking about where
That
you
is
been?
a lie.
Where you at? When you coming home?
No,
I'm like, man, just
that's
chill
a lie.
out.
Always checking in with you.
No, you
Yeah,
trip
always
out. You're like,
checking in.
baby, man, I haven't seen you in hours. I miss you.
Now, Amy, do you
You're the
not
one who's
trust him,
tripping.
though? Come on, if you're paging him like that?
No, I trust him. Yeah, I trust him. But he said he was going to be at home when I got home. So.
But he
that's why I
wasn't there, so you want to know what's up.
Right.
That's reasonable, I guess. All right, so Bridget, I understand after dinner you guys went for a nice walk on the beach. What was that like?
I had a really good time. We were talking, about our past growing up, plans for the future, and we had a really good conversation.
So that was all working at that moment?
Yeah. We, had a nice stroll on the beach,
Yeah. And Deshawn, what about you? Could you sense she was actually enjoying your company at that point?
Yeah, she really didn't want me to leave. She wanted me to stay.
Yeah, and what did she say to make you think
I
that?
have to say something about that. Excuse me, Chris. Sean got the impression that he was going to be spending it out of my house. So I had to send him home to his girl.
Oh, he was overreaching there a little bit, huh?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, Deshawn, what exactly was going through your mind then?
Well, since she told me at the theme park that she enjoys sex.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're thinking 1 + 1.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
So, Bridget, what time did you send this? What time did you send him home?
Oh, I sent him on his way a little bit after 12. It was about 12:30, and I sent him, on his way.
Yeah, did you give him a little goodnight kiss, a hug? Or?
Actually, no, I let Sean know that there's no kissing on the first date, so he was just on his way with a hug.
Oh, okay. Well, you got your rules.
It must.
Okay, everybody's got rules for their first dates. Now, up next, Amy's date encouraged her to try kinky sex.
Yeah, after dinner, we kind of talked about if she was into kinky sex.
That's interesting. Change of heart. We just heard what happened on Deshawn's date with Bridget. Now let's meet the hunk we set up with Amy. Amy says Deshawn's a lousy cheapskate who suffocates her when they smooch. So we set her up with a guy who knows how to fork out the cash and says no one disses his kisses. Let's throw it out there for Dominic Rodriguez. Hey, Dominic. Good to see you, man. There you go. Hey, Deshawn, let me ask you, what kind of noises do you think Amy would make in bed with Dominic? Big yawn. Next. All right, Dominic, what about you? When you showed up at Amy's door, were you digging what you saw?
Hey, man, she had it going on, man. The body, she had a nice body, breasts, oh my God. Hips. I have to compliment her on her toes. She had some nice toes. She had a
Nice
going on
toes.
with her
Deshawn,
clothes.
he likes her toes. What do you think about her toes?
I heard they were crusty, but
Her toes are disgusting. She got calluses all the bottom of her foot. When she touches me with her foot, it's disgusting. It's nasty.
No.
She cuts the side of my leg.
No, that's not true. If he had such a problem with my toes, he would take me to get a pedicure, but obviously he doesn't want to spend the money on it. That's all.
you can't hurt yourself. I mean, $10. Come on,
I'm not
guys.
the one who has a problem. My toes are fine. They're
Good
beautiful.
point, Amy.
He has a problem.
Now, Amy,
Get
let me ask you
yourself
about
together.
Dominic. When he showed up, what'd you think about him?
He's a really good-looking guy. He has a handsome face. He has a nice body. But one thing that did turn me off was he could have dressed a little bit better. He had a plain white T-shirt on and jeans.
A little too casual
Too
for you.
casual for me.
Basically.
Now, Amy, what about the way Deshawn gets dressed when you guys are hanging?
Well, a lot of times he does look like a scrub. But times he does, put on a nice
outta
shirt on.
here.
No, but no.
No.
Sometimes his shirts are too tacky. They're too loud and just don't even look right.
Yeah, I can see.
Now,
Secondhand store, right?
Deshawn, she's calling you tacky. Hey, man, she's calling you tacky. What do you think of her wardrobe?
Okay.
I have to actually dress her.
You do not dress me. Did you pick
if I don't
yourself out?
look, check this out. If I don't dress her, she looks like a hippie like this.
No. That's what attracted you to this hippie. If I'm such a hippie.
Now,
What is
Amy,
this?
I understand that since we're on the subject of clothes, you got to see what's underneath those clothes of Dominic's. How'd that happen?
Yeah, we went to a water park on our date, and he had me rub lotion on his back. And when I was rubbing lotion on his back, I was just noticing all the fine definition. And he has a really nice body.
Very
He's really
well
well
cut.
toned. Yeah.
All right, and Amy, how about Deshawn's definition on his body?
He has chicken legs.
He's got big baggy pants on, we can't
I
tell.
have to agree with Amy on that one. I peeped the legs. They were a little
We
skinny.
just gotta call the weight room. That's what we're
That's
gonna do.
all right, though.
He's got sticks. All right, Dominic, what about you? Did you get to do some touching of your own while you were at the park?
Actually, at the park, it was kind of going slow, so I kind of was an icebreaker. I kind of, her hair is very inviting, so I kind of took my fingers and ran it through her hair and kind of played in it.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
Okay.
Now, Amy, I understand that this felt like a real date right from the start. Explain that.
First of all, he picked me up.
So that's a good start.
Yeah, he used his car, and he actually spent money on me.
Two good qualities on a date.
I do that too.
We heard
What car? Your car
you
is
too
a
busy
bucket.
putting it in the gas.
Dominic, did you drive her anywhere really impressive for dinner?
Yeah, actually, we went to a nice little spot down in Hermosa Beach. You know, it wasn't too hard, being that her boyfriend never really takes her anywhere.
Right. So that was easy.
Yeah, so we went to a nice location restaurant in Hermosa Beach, had a great dinner. She enjoyed it.
Well, Amy, let me ask you this. On those rare occasions that Deshawn does actually take you out to eat, what's his table etiquette like?
He's disgusting. He always blows his nose when I'm eating. He always has to have toilet paper in his pocket because he always has snot in his nose. It's like, at least blow your nose when I'm not eating. The other day, I lost my appetite because you blew my nose. It was not even that.
Okay, can we move along past that now? Amy, I understand that you actually told Dominic that there's somewhere that you've always wanted to go with Deshawn, but he'd never take you there. Where is it?
I've always wanted to go on the beach and watch the sunset, but he's never taken the time or effort to take me there.
Deshawn, that doesn't
not
cost
true.
anything. That would be right up your alley.
But he doesn't want
God!
She never wants to do anything though.
So Dominic, did you deliver for her?
Yeah, after dinner, we went to a little spot over a cliff overlooking the beach and watched the sunset, had a blanket, got kind of close, kind of cozy.
What's he the blanket for?
You know.
Very romantic. And Dominic, while the sun's disappearing, some interesting conversation going on?
Definitely. We kind of talked about if she was into kinky sex. Oh.
That's interesting.
First date?
Yeah, you know, it seems like he's a little boring in bed. He doesn't. He may need to spice it up a little bit in his relationship. She did kind of experience that she had a fantasy of having sex on the
vines,
beach.
maybe. You know.
Sex on the beach fantasy. And Deshawn, how do you feel about her expressing that to him?
I don't know how she did it, basically.
But what, just spoke it? I mean, spoke some words?
Well, I guess, yeah.
It got you a little bit, I think. You're a little shocked by that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Amy, did you learn anything interesting about Dominic's sex life?
Yeah, he told me that with his ex-girlfriend, he drove all the way up to the mountains and had sex on the hood of his car, and they kept warm that way.
Come on.
And they what?
And they had sex on the hood of the car and kept warm that way.
Oh, I see. All right. And so, Amy, how did you wrap up this date?
Well, actually, he drove me home. He took me to my door and he hugged me and he gave me a kiss goodnight.
Oh.
Very nice. So, Amy, if you had to score the date overall, how would you say?
I really enjoyed spending time with him. He's a very good listener. He was interested in what I wanted to do, and I would like to see him again.
All right, well, we'll see if that's going to happen. Will Dominic be heading back to the beach with Amy, or will she put him out to sea? We're going to find out when we get their final decisions next. Stay tuned. With Deshawn and Amy. Now, Deshawn has questioned Amy's sincerity in this relationship, and now they both have the chance to see if this thing is the real thing or not. Amy, we're going to start with you. You guys have been together for about 7 months. Things aren't perfect, obviously, so we sent you out with Dominic. You were obviously impressed with his looks and his manners. You guys had a really romantic time at the beach afterwards watching the sunset. What do you say?
Well, Sean's always questioned about my true feelings for him, and the show has made me realize that this is not puppy love. That's why I want to stay together.
Stay together. All right, Dominic, sorry things didn't work out for you. Now, Deshawn, Amy says she wants to stay together, obviously, so we sent you out with Bridget. You thought she was beautiful. You guys had a really sexy, fun time. What do you say?
Well, Bridget's not Amy, and I realize that I love Amy, so I'm going to stay together.
Stay together. All right. Bridget, sorry things didn't work out for you. Okay. Hopefully you guys coming on the show, it's actually helped your relationship. Good luck in the future. That is our show for today. Hey, test your love IQ at AOL. Keyword change of heart. Thanks to Bridget and Dominic. And good luck to Amy and Deshawn. We'll see you next time on Change of Heart.
After the show, Deshawn explained why he seems so cheap.
You know, I take things slow. If I spend my money on a girl, I want her to be worth it.
But Amy is worth it. Since our show, Deshawn's wined and dined her lavishly. He's transported her to the great outdoors, and he made her moonlight beach dream fantasy come true.